This video is for those who let life push them around and letting others make decisions for you. Newsflash, you will never really be in control of your life and you will live your life on autopilot. Where's the fun in that? So let's take back control. For those who want to do better in life, you have to be able to pick yourself up. The people who are stuck in life are the same people who are waiting for their knight in shining armor to save them from the tower. And they are just too comfortable to put any effort into getting down the tower themselves. Why can't you build a ladder or a rope with all the resources you have behind you? Sure, you might be stuck, but that doesn't mean gazing out the window will get you anywhere, when there are plenty of resources behind you that you can use to get you out. 99% of the average Joe has a cell phone. That is a resource. That is a tool. People are just too distracted by these things instead of using it as a tool to become a better version of yourself. Consume too much coffee? Why don't you create a coffee business or a coffee brand? Use too much social media? Use those skills to be a social media manager. You can use these things that you're already well informed on and turn them into a high value skill. You either have your head above water or below, and most people are stuck below. Even some are 2 or 3 steps away from getting their head above water. People would just rather choose to be comfortable than to actually try to swim. You need to wake up. You don't just get lucky in life. You have to look for the luck. You have to look for the opportunities. Keep an open mind so that those opportunities can come towards you. Keep that in your mind of how can I constantly become better? And continue to make the good choices that puts you in the correct environment for you to grow. Get rid of the distractions that are keeping you from reaching your fullest potential. Get rid of the friends who peer pressure you to go out on the weekends when you really could be focusing on something more important for yourself and for your long-term being. And for the doom scrollers, I know I'm one of them sometimes. Stop skipping so many videos. If you would just wait and watch maybe the long form content, you can actually find some pretty decent information if you really study the video instead of just watching it. Even if you think you've heard it before, someone might explain something in a different way that is new to you and it can actually spark you to take action. I try to remind myself of this all the time, but you have to be intentional when you're consuming content. That's why I don't necessarily like any short form content like the YouTube Reels or Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, because you really can't learn that much in 30 seconds or 5 seconds or just from a photo. You really have to take the time to study it. Take notes. Buy a cheap $2 notepad and actually write down what you can learn and what you can use in your own life. You may not have to do anything differently except take notes to actually improve and change your life. When you are constantly numbing your emotions, you are essentially numbing your identity. And social media is one of those ways where we go to numb our feelings of, most of the time, boredom. I heard once in an interview between Dr. K and Mel Robbins where he said your identity is basically a series of your emotional experiences. And like I said before, when you keep running and numbing down your emotions, you're losing your identity. You are also losing the time it takes for you to find your identity and your opportunity to create more meaningful experiences in your life. Stop playing the victim. Most people who have really struggled in life overcame that struggle and used that power to actually empower other people around them who were in a similar situation to them. When you have a victim mindset, all you can think about is you. You only think about your problems and never actually solve them. If you switch your mindset to there are no such thing as problems, only opportunities, then the only direction you can go is up. All you can do is grow from your difficulties and challenges and use those opportunities to flip the switch the other way. Struggling is life's way of giving you an opportunity and a chance to show who you really are and who you can really become. Everyone has chances and there will always be doors open for you. But you have to think it. You have to believe it for yourself first. If you tell and believe in yourself that you are surrounded by opportunities, your eyes and mind will automatically automatically open to them. I believe there is a trick to getting lucky. It's being able to see other choices you have instead of having a fixed mindset of, oh, I will never be able to make X amount of money. You're right. You won't ever be able to make X amount of money if you think that. You will always be stuck at your limit. They say the sky is the limit, so set that limit for yourself. If you can't make X amount of money, it's because you're not looking for it. How can you find something if you're not even mentally looking for it? I've seen a lot of young adults in my generation who have no purpose in life, and I was one of them. They think that their social life is being on social media or playing video games with other people all day. They live day by day giving into their weaknesses blindly. I too was stuck in that loop of thinking that my social life was online, but the problem was that I never asked myself any questions about my life and what I wanted with it. I didn't even know what I wanted for the next 2 months ahead of my life. Most people don't even know what they want. Get into a 9-to-5 job in your early 20s just to stay until you're 60 or 50 years old. That is just bizarre to me. And I think these newer generations, my generation, needs to wake up and see that reality for themselves. Do they actually want that? We have been programmed by society to be weak. Our minds are weak, our bodies are weak, and our families are weak. You could have it so much better if you just put the effort in and see what is truly right in front of you. People are just too comfortable. And don't get me wrong, we're all human, we all have weak points. But get off the couch, get off your phone, and actually look into your future. Is that where you want to be in 5 to 10 years? Doing the same thing, coming home from your 9-to-5, sitting on the couch all evening, not even socializing or interacting with family or friends, or working on a meaningful project that could potentially better your life? What are we doing, people? So please ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 3 years or even the next year? 2025 is coming. What are the hobbies? What are the activities that you do? Who are the people who you hang around? Are they lifting you up towards your goals? Or are they bringing you down? How much time do you actually spend on meaningful projects? How much time are you focusing on your own health? Start living as a human being. The internet is not real. Remember how your childhood was. When you went outside, played and interacted with other kids, you rode your bikes, walked around town, went to the market. Go back to the basics. Don't hide in your house all day and sit behind these artificial apps unless you're actually using them as a tool. Be a human again. Be a part of society again. Wake up from this trance and choose to make some actual progress in your life. I hope the best for everybody, and I hope that this message can be shared more and more, because I'm seeing these new generations growing up and it's not looking too good for them. So wake up.